I'm back with another freaking
exactly at this point why they cannot
little
put him in the back of the
high
car. But it
video.
seems like the option to detain Reed makes sense given the
Just showing them.
circumstances.
I got me some bracelets and some little cuffs and shit. These little belly beads. You can diverse them to. You can wear them how you want to, which means you can wear them right. Which means I got rose on them, which I was trying to bring towards. Alright. Um, let's see how many compliments I got on this phone. And I got braids on bracelets on the side, the belly bead things on the side. And I got two of them on. I hope y'all. Yeah, I got two on.
At this point, Reed has stolen pretended to be the father of a student. However, the impersonation issue may not be a chargeable offense by itself. Theft certainly is a criminal offense. However, this could be a procedural issue again where the police don't have quite enough information to
Got the
establish
blue
probable
one.
cause to
Got
a theft
the sea star. Whatever that is, star. And then the yellow one is just, it's yellow and blue. And then the blue one is no, actually, oh yeah, right. But actually I left out a color. The yellow one is yellow, blue, and gold. And then this blue one is just blue and
clearly, no one
gold.
is happy with the
And the
situation at
piece
hand
is
and
gold.
can't put Reed in the
Okay,
back of a
belly
police car.
beads, you
There
can
is something they can do to further the investigation with Reed's
belly
permission, of
beads that you
course.
can wear every type of way. Yeah, I got my ankle one. Yeah, and I got these from the beauty supply store. Yeah, this one on this side got it got I put it on smiley faces
One
on it.
vehicle
This
search can be
one.
based on probable cause. The issue here is whether the cause of a crime being committed. To search the vehicle, those are two different inquiries. Asking permission is an easy way to avoid any later objections based on a lack of probable cause. Items police are about to uncover within Reed's car will show the extended life he's been living for quite some time.
Both of them I had to do it double
An officer
time.
locates
Do
something
it a
that
double
piques his
time before
interest,
I put it
and
on
Reed latches onto it.
because like double time because when it's the long way, it's too long. It hangs off. Like, it hangs off my head because my waist is like, yeah. Um, and I'm trying to work on, I'm like slowly trying to work on getting this stomach down, being active, and doing little ab stuff here and there. Very bitchy. Okay, my little hair jewelry. These these ones that I got right now in my hair, which is three of them, but it got and it got diamonds, and then I got similar ones that look like with diamonds, but it got a different little piece on it. Mm,
At this point, they still
which
haven't
I may do my
established probable
hair a
cause
different.
for
I
search.
can
The
hear
officers
the
are being
rest of
cautious
them.
here, so
But I
asking
really
for
like
permission
them.
to look in the trunk may prove crucial.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do my hair. Wearing this like on the mainly to be. Yeah. But I had my hair and I bought it, which was some days ago. Alright, like no, it wasn't even some days ago. It was probably about like no, I was thinking of it. And you haven't been it because I wasn't wearing it to work that long. Like 3 times to work. So I had
The officer continues to
now I was
search the
gonna do
trunk
another
and
color,
car,
and
but
Nova was
oddly
like,
discovers no
"Yeah,
drugs.
you already got
However, he
it. I was
that
about
is
to get a
deeply
pink one
disturbing,
so I could switch
something
it out
police
to
will be
it."
sure to ask Reed about soon.
Yeah, trying to get it more feminine. Like it's a minute. But I've been like getting like every day. I've been getting more and more into my stuff. Like really feeling myself. I be like throwing her shit together, and I be really feeling myself type shit. Like, that's real. Like, I don't know. That's crazy. I only became conceited because like I wasn't dealing with nobody. I'm trying to see how to put my hair so I could put the rest of my thing on, which I might pull it up like this because I'm trying to look more like a girl. Like, I know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to, I don't want to look like no stud. I don't want to look like no dyke. I don't want to look like no Nique. I'm trying to look like girly girl. Like, I'm into like girl. Motherfuckers ain't saying that they can hear me, so just bring all of this in. Oh no, hold up.
Just when it seems like
Y'all,
police are
I
getting
got
somewhere,
more.
a sickening confession.
Hair ties. I just bought hair ties. What the fuck am I doing? Trying to look for a hair
However,
tie.
what the officers are about to be disturbed
Like,
with
when
is
they
something
right
that
here.
adds another layer of depravity to the
Like, what the
case
fuck am I
and
doing?
makes
Like,
Reed's
what you
ulterior
doing?
motives even more
Big
clear.
dog. Big dog, what you doing? Uh, nah, what you doing? So, I'm trying to figure out this. Because I really want to do it like
Although the parents are understandably
I want
angry and
it to
upset,
be grown.
what they are doing may have unintended
I'm trying to
consequences.
be grown.
Reed a full confession now.
I mean, come on, this is getting creepier and creepier. What is it? We're closing the boys' bathroom and the bed. Keep getting the dog.
I'm trying to look grown and sexy. Put all my jewels on.
Rapidly, the scene is on police. Seems like they're getting close to getting Reed to crack. Of course, the parents and administrators are horrified by what the discovery of clothing in the bathroom could mean for the innocent children at the school. While two officers discuss their findings so far, another journeys into the school to see what Reed left behind in the bathroom.
Ooh, you about to fucking say that my shit off. Ooh, place to put that. I'm gonna take all of them out so I figure out the style and then I'll get some different. So I'm currently trying to figure out what style I'm trying to put in my hair because I want it to look like, I want it to I'm hot, and I'm trying to do this shit, please be patient with me. If anybody, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. No matter how long you stay, you're tell if you looking into my eyes. Oh, anyway. Yeah, that's what you get when you get the high me random shit. Like, and if you like it, I love it. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do my hair so I can put all my hair jewelry on. I want it to look cute, and I want it to look
After
like
thoroughly searching the
grown
clothing
though,
bag
like
that Reed is
grown
believably
and
left in the
sexy.
bathroom, the police come up
Like,
seemingly empty-handed. However, back at the conversation with Reed
like,
on the sidewalk, they're about to get all the answers they need. Be warned, what you're about to hear is incredibly disturbing.
oh my god. Make sure y'all leave a like, thumb it up, and do y'all like Mario? What is giving to y'all? Classy, sassy. What is giving? Nasty. What is giving? Purple. What is giving? What's giving? Oh. Yeah, I be laughing at myself. So I mean, but if I'm entertaining y'all, then hey. Oh. Anyway. Alright, so let's see what I'm gonna do to my hair because I got new hair ties. Yes, I'm excited about hair ties. I got new hair ties because look at all this hair. Like, You see all that motherfucking hair? And I be looking at it, look at it. Not that. I mean, look at it. I mean, look at that. I'm just trying to show my hair. Did you see all this hair, this hang time and stuff? Don't knock the shrinkage. It's just cause it's curly. It's longer than this. Don't knock it. Alright. So y'all, let's do this damn thing. How we about to do that? How we about to do this? How we about to do this?
Just answer. Stop thinking about stuff. So, did you get the last name?
I think.
Okay, so how did you come up with that name? So, was it online? So you knew that name before you got here? Both police and the family assumed that Reed discovered the child's name from the desk. However, as they're about to learn, the truth of how he discovered the kindergartner's name and posed as her father is much more
Hi,
horrific.
y'all. Don't worry. That's it. Okay. Hi, Chronicles. Alright. Alright. All these nails. Let me try out all of it over there. Yeah, girl. Okay. My curls keeping in my head like it's tangled. It's not tangled. I thought I. Oh.
Was this part of your life or? You said you were attracted to children, so you're a minor attracted adult, is that correct? Okay. Perhaps the officer uses the term minor attracted adult to make Reed feel as though his crimes aren't his fault, or aren't as serious as they truly are. Using this phrase, as disturbing as it is, may put Reed at ease, allowing the detective to get more information out of him. So, what was your plan tonight? Okay. Touch her how? What do you mean inappropriately?
I don't put all of it down. Look crazy.
What would be the purpose in this? Like, why did you want to come here and take her home with you and touch her? Why did you want to do that? With that gut-churning confession, Reed has sealed his fate. Although, as you'll see in just a few moments, he's going to land himself yet another charge. Not one. First, however, the police have to get as much information on Reed's past as they can. And those brochures and maps that they discovered he had in his car, they brought some unsettling questions to the forefront of the officers' minds. You said you looked online. Did you look at other schools or just this school?
It pops with your mind. I got that off Chucky.
Have you gone to any other schools? What school have you gone to? What school or schools have you gone to? I've gone to Chaminade, Julian. Okay. Denver.
Listen, I'm going to like skip the criminal state, the city, the criminal state, I went to finish with the girl mentioned just the one after my order. From like, my head was this.
I don't have
Schools and stuff. You ever stopped in any other schools? Yes. Have you taken girls from any other schools? Yes.
Reed's disheartening admission that he has kidnapped girls from other schools is another layer of horror to this case. This brings up another harrowing answer.
Alright, so do you take anything to jog your memory from these other schools? Keepsakes, mementos, anything like that? Are you? No. Okay, what do you take? Currently wrong. If I can check a little higher. Mr. Green it is? Duran. What is it? Duran? Duran, sorry. Apologize. Would you be willing to come down to the station and talk some more? Okay. Alright.
That's hot.
Finally, police are able to bring Reed to the Justice Center for questioning, and things are about to take an insane turn. Notice they don't have him in handcuffs when he's placed in the car. It seems like police have enough for a detention, but not an arrest. This enters a gray area where an arrest, if not justified, contained anything learned during the drive to the station. Therefore, by asking him to voluntarily come down to the station, it could be argued that his participation in any questioning and not a custodial interrogation. His future statements could potentially remain admissible under these circumstances. He swings from side to side in his chair, presumably overcome with anxiety. Soon he makes a terrible decision he'll likely regret.
Yeah, I forgot I was on my I'm just showing y'all the struggle I be having with my hair. Lord.
His attempt to enter the officer lands him with charges of felonious assault and escape. At Greene County Jail, Reed makes some disturbing confessions. He tells officers that he intended to give the girl he wanted to kidnap a Starburst candy with a tranquilizer in it, then remove her from school after she passed out. Disturbingly so, when police frisked Reed before putting him in the cruiser, they discovered a bag with a Starburst inside it. According to the department, it wasn't found to have any illicit substances laced in it. Reed was put under arrest immediately after attempting to assault the officer on the scene. At his arraignment, his fingerprints, DNA, and photo were taken, but he refused to allow these to be collected. Instead of complying, he made yet another bad decision.
Got my chair here for the smoking.
His attempt to is a eerie question. Did Reed fear that providing his DNA would expose previous offenses? It seems that only time will tell. In September 2022, he pleaded not guilty to attempted kidnapping, felonious assault, and escape. In February of 2023, he was deemed competent to stand trial. At the time of this video's posting, it's unknown when the trial will take place. At the very least, it seems he will be incarcerated for a long, long time.
Chupa Chups, forever fine. Come on, this foster care report.
They make YouTube videos. Warnings. Straight warnings. There's a hand over there. That's the no fire.
You want to have it go down there?
With over 800,000 subscribers at its height in 2019, the Fantastic Adventures YouTube channel is a showcase of wholesome family entertainment in the digital age. But as Michelle Hobson's adopted kids paint a picture of perfect childhood joy in front of the cameras, they are mercilessly subjected to cruelty and sadism behind the scenes. It's only when one brave child comes forward with the truth that police realize the monstrous horrors that have unfolded in the house of names of all children in this video have been changed to protect their identity. On March 13, 2019, Arizona fielded a call from a young woman named Megan who wants to file a disturbing report. Please note that all suspects charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
Okay, and what did you report? I guess that sums it up to that. Okay, is your child involved, or is it something that you know that's happening to someone else's child, or? It's my sibling, it's my little sibling. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's my child.
With these dreadful words hanging in the air, the dispatcher arranges for officers to meet with Megan and her sister Jordan outside the Maricopa Police Department. The responding officers quickly realize that this isn't just about one child.
So, 9 people in the home. 2 are 2 adult brothers, and 7 are foster kids. Her mom did foster care for 14 years. She's adopted these 7 kids.
Megan explains that her adopted sister Stacy has made some shocking allegations. With cell phone in hand, Megan began recording Stacy's story of brutal mistreatment at the hands of her adoptive mother, Michelle Hobson.
And when was this video taken?
Today.
Today. Okay.
Where she locks me in a room with only underwear and TikTok. That's the only one kid. No carpet, just an empty green room. I mean, it was 3.
It's in my mom's bedroom. You see that? She got all the cards that ripped out.
Is there a lock on this license?
She doesn't want us to eat for at least 2 days straight. So if we have a woman, that's what no fun. Do you get to go to the bathroom whenever you need? No. One time I pee, she locked me in that room because I did something and I peed myself because she didn't let me go. Did she like that? Yes. That's why she gives everyone she knows that they're gonna be.
As vile as her stories have been thus far, she will spill even more dark secrets before the night is through. For now, however, the police have heard enough to know that a home visit at the very least will be necessary. They talk with Jordan and Megan, who are Michelle's biological children, to get a description of their mother.
White female, she's brown hair.
Tall.
She's probably 5. Yeah. They make YouTube videos.
That's their show.
Indeed, Michelle's adopted children are stars of the sort. The family began shooting videos in 2017 after admiring the success of their kid-oriented channels. With a variety of playful skits featuring the children, the Fantastic Adventures channel is a smash hit by 2019, attracting more than 800,000 subscribers. Police must now find out if these seemingly joyful young YouTube stars were being tormented behind the cameras the entire time. They head out to the Hobson residence with no real certainty about how Michelle will react, or what kind of dreadful sights they might encounter beyond this front door.
No, Donnie. Nice to meet you.
Meet you.
My name's Officer Reyes. I'm with the Maricopa Police Department.
Okay.
We're going to do a welfare check in this house.
Oh, okay, do you?
Yeah, I do. Where is your mother at?
She's upstairs, you okay?
Yeah, I can go find her.
Okay. She's up here.
Okay, can I go there with you? Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Why? It's a police department.
Why?
Hi,
Can I help you?
I'm Donnie.
downstairs? Yeah, come on, guys. I need you to go downstairs. Is there any other kids up here? Yeah. Okay.
With 7 kids running around this expansive house, wrangling them all downstairs is no easy trick. As the cop goes to assist with the task, he notices something that matches what Stacy said in her video.
Hold on. Watch. Yeah. Hey, I need you guys to go downstairs, okay? Okay. Is there anybody else in this room? No, you go up. Come here. Come here, buddy. Oh, you had a pull-up on? Okay. Okay. Let's go up. Okay.
While the officer tries to round up one last straggler, Michelle appears to grow uneasy with him being in her bedroom.
Can you come here, sir? Sir?
With the children accounted for, the officer explains to Michelle why the police are in her house. Her reaction is not one of shock.
All right, here's what's going on. Everything's done. All right? To be quite frank with you, we received a report of child neglect. All right? So that's why we're here. Okay? Right now, that's irrelevant. Okay? So this is what's going to happen, okay? We need to interview all of your kids separately. Okay?
Okay.
And we need to conduct a search of the residence. Now, we can do this 2 ways, okay? Legally, you're entitled to your...
Come back here because I don't see a warrant or anything.
Yeah, you're fine. We're making sure there's nobody else in the house, okay?
With Michelle concerned that her rights are being violated, the officer assures her that they are going to do this by the book.
Constitutionally, you have your rights. One of the ways that you have to do this is with your consent. Okay, so you give me your consent to go through your house and look for any evidence that might be possibly used against you. Okay, the other way is that we get a search warrant and then we go through the residence with a search warrant. Okay, so those are the 2 options. Okay, I would like to speak to the kids. Your consent, you're not going to be there when this is going on. But again, you also have the right to say, no, you're not interviewing my kids. Okay, but right now we are doing a welfare check on the children. We're going to talk to them, make sure they're okay. There's no bruises, anything like that. Okay, so what do you think about this?
I think we're in the middle of a packing scenario, and my house is trashed because we've got stuff out of everywhere, and I found no proof of you really going through my residence at this particular point in time.
Okay.
So, however, yeah, I don't really approve of that. You could talk to my children. I mean, my children are all fixed and...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't... I want to know what the report thing was prior to this.
This won't be the last time that Michelle will request the specific details of the report. But while the police maintain their professionalism, they let her know that she's not in control of this situation.
I would like to talk to one of my daughters because she just started crying and she said she knows that it was
You're
my...
not talking to any of your kids.
She said she knows it was my other... she knows it was my adult child who called on me, so why she...
I don't know. Well, right now you're not going to have any access to your kids.
With Michelle detained in the upstairs living area, the officers are free to ask questions to the adopted children downstairs.
Do you like living here? Yeah. You have fun here? Yeah. What happened to your head there? You're in a fight with your brother? Yeah. What are the bedrooms on the floor for? You got small kids here? Yeah. Okay, water, teach us. I'm gonna get them. Do you not get water very often? You don't?
As the cops begin the process of finding out what's been happening in this home, Michelle continues to demand answers.
Can I talk to the senior staff, Lieutenant?
I don't see why not. If you really help her right now.
Okay.
Who wants to?
We're a family business. Not like that kind of family business. Come join the family at Lulfatfat.com.
It feels great when it's clean. The new Cedar H2 Pro and its two separate tanks. Sprays clean water, wipes clean, and the dirt goes into a separate tank. The new H2 Pro system from Cedar. You wash your whole body every day, so why don't you wash your whole mouth? Listerine and wash your mouth.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos Chewy Mints. Yes to fresh.
Is this the episode where we're going to reel about ScumMeRealtor.com? With over 500,000 new listings every month, you can find the one today. Better put a key ring on it. Realtor.com. We got a call about possible child. What physical.
Okay,
I can't tell you that because I didn't take the call, so I don't know who called. But I know based on the call, that we need to speak to all the kids.
sure.
Okay. Any other questions I can?
But not really, I mean, I'm just, I'm shocked and.
Understandable. So what happens, Michelle, is when we get calls like that, you just don't take a person's word. So that's why we come in and we'll want to do an actual check of the kids. But I don't want to call DCS on you or any other person that, I don't know if this is true. I don't know you, you know?
Michelle expresses a certain relief that the police aren't going to necessarily call the Arizona Department of Child Services, an organization she's had plenty of contact with over the last few years. Their interventions thus far have accomplished nothing, however, which is why it seems that Stacy, the young girl who recorded the original video, is not completely confident that anything is going to be different this time.
I'm here to help. Okay? I want to make sure nothing happens to you or your brothers or your sisters. Okay? Okay? Do you understand what that means? Okay, what do you think it means?
Need to help people. Like if there's anybody bad, you come save us from them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you're fine, baby. You're fine. You want to sit down? Sit down on this couch. Huh? There we go. Sit down on the couch. You want to have a better family? I'm sorry.
The young girl desperately hopes that the end of her nightmare has finally come, and when she tells the officer more of what Michelle has done to her, it's clear that salvation has arrived, not a moment too soon.
It's okay. Yeah. Pepper spray?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The allegations against Michelle are growing more shocking by the moment, but right now she's more concerned about who is behind this police report in the first place.
And she, the one went down there, she, as soon as my son said, the police are here, and we're coming up the stairs, she started crying, and she was like, I know who it is, I know who it is. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she goes, it's Jordan, which is one of my garage.
Okay.
And she has very big vengeance against me right now. So I cut her off. She did try to contact me and try to say, well, if I want to be a part of her life, blah, blah, blah. I understand these things and whatnot. I basically just blocked her. And I said, no, I'm fine with the way my life is. I don't need that extra stress in my life with somebody who was a husband and is waiting for their inheritance. You know what I'm saying? But she literally the last time I was waiting for the life insurance.
Whatever the truth might be regarding Michelle's relationship with her daughter, Julie, change the fact that her other adult daughter, Megan, was every bit as instrumental in getting the cops involved. Of course, Michelle doesn't know that yet and continues to blame Jordan.
She's always threatening to call DCF on me because she knows that we have great parents support my parents having DCF call on them. She threatened to make up stuff in the past. She threatened to, just do all kinds of stuff. If I looked at my children wrong, I was using them.
But of course, DCS has been out to Michelle's house on many prior occasions.
Every time my brother starts one, and he gets one, he makes us fight. He's like, you know, they can't do this, nothing is happening.
Okay, I'm just listening, okay?
You guys saw the video that I was talking to the camera, and my sister made me talking to me? It's all true. I room upstairs. I want the door closed.
You want this door closed?
They don't want to hear anything. I didn't get in trouble for shooting.
All right, okay, come on in. Yeah, it's pretty tight, but whatever makes you feel safe, okay?
It's hard to leave my phone, but I have to. I don't want you doing like other siblings.
I won't have to tell them. Can I ask them if everything's okay at home? I'm not going to tell them anything you said.
I'm going to tell you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since Michelle started homeschooling the children, things have not been the same. It clearly is not a strict curriculum, however, as Stacy says she's not allowed to do any schoolwork, and Michelle herself tells the police that she mostly focuses on teaching the children life skills because none of them are going to be, quote, rocket scientists. As the officers take in the serious acts of cruelty and neglect that have taken place in this home, Michelle grows impatient once again with the lack of information.
Information that we receive, we are going to have contact DCF. I'm not going to release that information to you. I will tell you that it's going to be an investigation. So that I would ever do anything to my child, but thanks the child, like, it's where.
As Michelle complains about the inconvenience of a police investigation, her adopted daughter gives the cops a glimpse at the fear her tyrant mom has instilled in her.
Is there anything in here that you want to eat right now, Megan? Seriously, look, you got some chips? You got... No, listen, don't worry about that. No, she's not. You are not going to talk to mom right now. Okay? Grab a bag of chips. Go ahead, grab a bag of chips. Perfect. Sit down, okay? Look at me. I want to help you.
The realization that this child is too scared of her mom to risk eating a small bag of potato chips is almost unthinkable, but it's clear that Stacy is justified in her fear given what she shared with the officer.
I couldn't stand it.
I know. Love it. It's horrible.
This is an allegation the police are already familiar with, as Stacy spoke about it in the original video.
Like just 2 days ago, she said, as I was talking to my brother, he said I was talking to him, and she said she's gonna watch my nickel.
Stacy tells the officer it isn't uncommon for Michelle to use such brutality and threats of violence to keep the children in line.
Today, she got me mad that I woke her up in my nap. But when she woke her up in her nap, she said, because I don't get the nerve out that it wasn't me. I didn't know you was. Which is what I'm gonna do now. And she was, well, you, and I started crying about it. I was crying. And like, I'm gonna continue to watch this laughing about it. I'm happy to look at it, a couple more times.
You're fine, baby. Baby, you're fine. Okay.
As as Stacy tearfully recounts the unspeakable horrors that she and the other children in the house have been subjected to, Michelle maintains the role of the good mother who is being falsely accused. But it's not at all clear that Michelle's idea of discipline fits the standard definition. While Joseph may not share further details, if any, Stacy is fully willing to describe the hell she and her siblings have been living in.
Literally, she takes her garment and twists it by her nails. Her nails are not there. And today, she spit in her face. She literally takes my school spit and spits it in our face. I don't know what kind of mom does this to us. And then she always does us to lie.
Continues to delve into the horrifying conditions of Michelle's brutal dictatorship, it becomes obvious that food plays a role in the punishment of the children.
And your mom makes a lie. You don't get anything for 4 days straight. Because you were being horrible. No food, no water. I haven't even had water once today.
Eat these chips. Eat them. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble for eating right now. Okay? I'm telling you to eat these chips. Okay?
I was like, cops don't even hear me for being horrible. They still beat me. And you said on the Bible, it says do not be kids, then they're bad.
It's not true.
She bad, they beat kids. It says that on the Bible. She said,
I love you, and I don't even know you.
I love you too. You say you need me. How?
I know you.
While her adopted daughter crouches in a pantry eating chips, Michelle seems to realize that it might not look good if the children reveal that they've yet to eat dinner at nearly 10 o'clock at night.
I have other people that are in the other way to get up the right children, can they eat that? Yeah. Later, I just found on me that the older children have not eaten, or only, okay. Ones that have not eaten, the 2 babies have eaten.
The news that they will soon be fed appears to come as a surprise to at least one child.
Some pizza.
He's clearly not the only one caught off guard by this surprise meal.
But I think she's feeding you because she's scared that you guys are gonna say you haven't eaten.
But that's what we just gave him all that stuff.
I know.
No, everybody knows he's not on equal. No, I'm trying to make it. He's like, you're not equal, like, maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks. Maybe 4 months.
I can tell how you guys are acting with the snacks and with the drinks, because you guys haven't. I know that. I know that. I can see it, baby.
I was kind of like, I couldn't eat anymore.
You don't need to lie. Okay? You don't need to lie.
In the meantime, even without a search warrant in hand, the cops can't help but notice some odd and perhaps even suspicious in the house.
What is the key in the door here? What is the key in the door? When we were doing foster care, we want to basically have everything locked up. Oh, really? Yeah, like any sort of chemical, like any sort of like hardware, vacuum, hardware, like all that locked up.
And now, it's playground.
The playground. Wow.
The police will soon have their search warrant, however, and when they speak to Michelle about the process, she has a sudden epiphany.
If they conduct the search warrant and there's nothing found to support those allegations, then that still benefits you. And I know that my daughter knows, I know what it is now because who knows what it is right in the house is it. I don't do anything. Just know that the only weapon I have in my house is the can of pepper spray. And I have a feeling it has to do with that. I've been racking my brain all friggin' for hours right now, so, or for hours since you guys got here. And it's so crazy. I'm like, what have I done? What have I done wrong?
It's perhaps not so surprising that Michelle would make a connection between pepper spray and her daughter, considering a story that Stacy told the cops earlier.
My Jordan, you know, Courtney, she came home for 4 months. She came more easily at night. She was hungry. So she booked her pizza because she fell asleep on the couch. And so we wanted to go get pepper spray. So she ended up, I was with pepper spray on my hand.
The DCA should be coming out, and they should be taking, custody of the kids. Based on the allegations. And they'll be talking to you as well.
Police execute a search warrant on the residence, and it isn't long before they find many troubling things that seem to verify exactly what the children have told them. 2 cans of pepper spray are found in a drawer, precisely matching the description that Stacy gave them earlier in the evening.
Take her room. The last one empty one. Empty both days before.
The police also get a good look at the infamous green room upstairs, the isolated prison that Stacy alleges she and her siblings were locked inside for hours, if not longer.
This green room, there's a lock on it. It makes me sleep with only underwear and a on a tile floor. But blankets, no nothing.
According to Michelle and her adult sons, the green room is an innocent place, meant only to be used for special effects sequences in their Fantastic Adventures videos. Police also speak to Michelle's neighbor, who says living next door to 7 young children has not been the experience she would have expected.
You never seen one story? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta wash my hands.
For a family that was so extraordinarily public in some ways, it seems they kept most of their lives hidden behind a closed door. Police are back at the residence days later with a new warrant. They don't expect anyone to be in the house, of course. The 7 children were rescued from the home in the early morning hours of March 14th. The next day, police arrested Michelle Hobson and her 2 adult sons, Ryan and Logan Hackney, while awaiting trial on a litany of felony charges, including 7 counts of child abuse. Michelle fell ill and was released from jail for hospitalization. 3 days later, she suffered cardiac arrest and was declared temporarily unfit for trial. While her overall condition improved over the coming months, she took a turn for the worse later that year and died on November 12, 2019, 8 months after her arrest. In a news conference, the Pinell County prosecutor said her untimely death came with a silver lining. These kids don't have to testify, he said, which means they can now begin the healing process. YouTube terminated the Fantastic Adventures channel in March of 2019.
Chupa Chups deliver fun. Some people yard because it's their passion and their job. We're professional grade controllers of chaos. That's why we trust our livelihood to the best in class power of Echo X Series. We are yarders.
Where are his kids? It's kind of down here.
On the afternoon of November 13th, 2019, Officer Landon of El Paso County, Colorado, conducts a welfare check at a daycare center after receiving a tip about its owner, Carla Marie Faith. She'd allegedly been taking in more children than allowed by her license and was hiding them. The licensing officer tries to contact Carla but is told that no children are present that day. However, parents have requested a welfare check on a child that has been dropped off at the center that morning. As Officer Landon and the licensing officer approach the property, they remain unprepared for the shocking discovery that awaits them inside.
Search, this is weird. I really been bad feeling about what's going on here.
The first officer on scene at the Play Mountain Place Daycare Center meets with two licensing officials. The daycare's owner, Carla Marie Faith, has told licensing officials that she has no children on the property that day. Little does she know, the supervisor has been in contact with a mother who confirmed that she dropped her daughter off at the residence earlier that morning. The officer is now tasked with puzzling out the truth, but she cannot know just how many secrets Carla may be hiding. The following footage has never been seen before.
There's nothing visible in the front. They would be in this room.
Yes. So I'm wondering who the come to try to pick up her child.
She said she was willing to come
Well,
here.
I thought, her mom, I was never going.
Hello, CSPD.
Honey wasn't actually here because she pulled up in the silver Beetle over there.
So do you believe that these kids are by themselves in this house?
Potentially. We did not see anyone else here. Carla, I just saw her leave out the back. That parent thinks their child is here. So
And this child was born in 2017, so it's just a little one.
not anybody that can even come to the door.
So we have a 2-year-old.
At the time of the video, Carla's license states that no more than 2 children under the age of 2 may be in her care, with a maximum capacity of 6 children in total for this location.
Well, do we know that someone's in here? Or all I can hear is the movie. I hear a kid.
She also owned another home that she was doing her license care out research, and we did not see any evidence that she lives there, and we're citing her for that. We've gone through that process. This is much more serious. So we had another parent file complete for the other items for kitchen safety, I was in on this with.
Despite the allegations, the officer is not authorized to enter the residence without probable cause. Mere suspicions are not enough at the moment.
So how are parents supposed to get their kids?
Well, so that's the thing. I don't, either she took the kids somewhere else. Either there's not actually children here, and that's why she was very nervous and kept telling us she had an appointment, we need to leave.
There's a camera up there, so they see it here.
The supervisor gets a cell phone number for Carla, but again, no one answers. They'll have to try something more creative.
Call her and say, I'm ready to come get my child. Where is he? Yeah, she's ready to do that. Okay. If you want to do that now and then just give me a call back, let me know what she says. Ask her where he's at. Okay. All right, thanks. Okay, bye. So that was
She
her.
should probably be ready to never bring her kid
She
again.
said, she's like, oh, never. That's what I said. I said,
Okay.
she
Because
said,
this is obviously gonna make things not okay for future.
there's a lot of big strange things that led up to this. So the parent went up to the gate to try to get her child from, and the parent said, I left and didn't come back. So they haven't seen the child here, but kind of called them and said, basically, tell me. Well, it's so interesting. I'm really glad I just went back down there. I saw her standing out in the back, being picked up by that Mustang, because she doesn't want to get in this Jeep, and she told me she doesn't drive a Jeep. She left. So she's providing both misleading information to us, which is enough for grounds for adverse licensing action, but that's not the concern at this point. Where are the children?
Yeah, if I drop my kid off somewhere, I expect them to continue to be in that place, not carted back and forth.
A moment later, a black Camaro is seen driving past the house. Despite the officer later identifying the car as a Mustang, it is actually a Camaro.
What's the plate? Can you read that far?
No.
I'm gonna start walking around like kids.
Oh, so
The official has seen Carla re-enter the property, and the officer immediately walks toward the back alley to try to intercept her.
Lincoln Ocean War.
Hi, sir, would you mind chatting with me for a second? Just step out and talk to me.
The man is Mark Spillane, who identifies himself as Carla's employee.
Did you come and pick her up just now?
Yeah, I just dropped her off.
Okay. Where are the kids?
I don't think she has it right now.
You're supposed to have at least one, and I need to check on that kid.
I didn't know. Sorry.
Okay.
I just grabbed her real quick. Went to the bank, came back.
When asked where he believes the children are, Mark gives the same address that the officer and the licensing official are already at.
At this point, you're not in any sort of trouble. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
So, again, I appreciate you stopping to chat with me. Is she known to do some kinky things?
Not really.
Where the hell are these kids is my problem.
Okay.
It seems to be that there's been several reports and people are concerned that they drop their kids off and they're not where they're supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
And if I was a parent, I'd be pretty upset about that too.
I'd say so. That would
Yeah.
upset me.
And so, I mean, obviously they're concerned about things like this where you have nothing to do with it. You're coming to pick her up because she asked you to. But,
Drop
you
her
know,
off.
yeah.
That was it.
So she's a lieutenant. So we're gonna continue to investigate this. I would ask that you don't call her right now until we can talk to her in person, but
After speaking with Mark, the officer moves to the rear entrance of the property.
if I can have an extra set of hands over here, that'd be great. You could call me before you get here. I have another officer coming that's gonna come back here with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see what I can get done on the front side, but this is getting weirder and weirder.
It's bizarre.
Do you think she's more likely to cop back here or go
I
in
think
front of the
something
apartment?
is watching to see if they can either do something in the front or do something in the back.
With the call coming in, Officer Landon takes the opportunity to chalk out an action plan with her partner.
I'm gonna go back to the front of the house. If you could go to the alley, it's on the north side. There's a lady back here in a gray shirt, black pants. She's with one of the licensing boards. She's keeping eyes on here, but, and there's one in the front too, but I hate leaving any of these ladies by themselves with all of this stuff. My partner's 5 minutes out.
Finally, a mother arrives, expecting to pick up her child.
She hasn't answered for us so far, so we'll see. Hi, Kitty, how are you? Dad, I need to talk with you. I think you need to look. Chrissy. Chrissy, yes. Okay, I need to talk to Carla as well. Alright, do you have some ID on you? Carla's right over there, well, sure. Do you wanna come over here? What is your name? I'm sorry. Chrissy. Chrissy, yes, ma'am. Do you work for the facility or?
No, I don't work here. No.
Okay,
I'm a friend.
okay. Hey, how are you? I am super well. I was knocking on the front door forever. Why didn't you answer?
I wasn't.
I was ringing on the intercom, calling.
Other intercom is off. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's go check out the car. How many kiddos do you guys have today?
The officer can see that her questions are being dodged, but now she knows there was at least one child on the property. She's one step closer to unraveling this bizarre mystery.
No. I'm Officer Langdon, Isaac with CSPD. How are you now? You're Carla?
I know.
So I'm kind of getting in on the end of it.
I know. I'm sorry you're involved.
It seems like there's a whole lot going on.
You can go for it.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly what's going on.
I don't know how to help you. You can ask me questions, I can answer them. And I'm sorry. You want some water or anything?
Oh, thank you, I appreciate it, I'm good.
Yeah.
So obviously we have some concerns about some chemicals. But if we, dear, we come and knock, nobody's answering, I hear music playing from the front, you're hopping back fences, I don't know what's going on, so can you kind of give me
I
something?
didn't have my gate opener, but I came back to the property.
Okay.
Now, do you want to come in?
Well, I'd like to check that house and see if there's any other kiddos. Sure. If you're just being honest with me, if you have other kids, tell me you have other kids.
Sure, no worries.
Okay.
And you want to check that?
Yeah, I would like to check home.
Carla's property has two houses, one where she runs the daycare center, and another that she seems to have rented out. As officers plan to demand to search the second house, Carla and Chrissy try.
I don't know if the tenant is not. We're trying to review. That's what we're doing.
You understand I'm a license agent, and I don't care anything about that. I just care.
I don't know. Fair enough. Is the tenant in the property?
Not
Not yet, okay. So we're trying so that we can let you, we had a feeling this might.
okay.
Yeah.
So is this all?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a cute place?
Thank you.
It's you usually have.
If you don't always have one. This open and see if she's reachable.
Okay. That's the person who owns this house?
Mm-hmm. Well, I own the whole property, but they do.
Yeah, she's all right. And who is this to?
A friend.
Okay. Is she an employee as well?
No, she's my friend.
Okay. And so she's there gone?
Yeah, I just ducked out to go have lunch.
Okay. Is that normal?
For you to duck out and have lunch?
Yeah, I mean, is it, I don't know what, I guess for them it's not okay. It's not a crime. Okay. I'm there for entirely different reasons than they are.
No worries. No worries.
I'm not fun stuff. That's what I was mostly worried about.
Yeah.
When they was answering that.
No worries.
While everything might seem serene on the surface, they will soon find out that something unsettling is going on under the surface.
And once we can figure out that there's no other kiddos being in that house and then we can be out.
Well, she let me just go in. Army, the doors open.
I'm not sure. I think that one is actually locked.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with any and everybody. Let them know what your girl is doing on this channel. It's your girl. Your girl.
Despite
The
suspicions,
big,
the officer
big
checks the entire property but finds nothing incriminating.
The one, the only, Nique.
Do you want a basement?
No. Just one.
And if I move it? Okay. I want backpacks. The backpacks always.
We're taking them and getting them clean for the soccer team.
That doesn't sound very nice.
As the officer gets more confrontational, Carla begins to fumble.
So if I call these parents, where are they gonna say the kids are?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna have you step aside. I'm just gonna get some of that information off of there. Talk to my partner here for a second. Kids. The shower. The shower. Where are these kids? There's diaper bags, there's little backpacks. Try calling them out. Where are these kids? covered with this paper, and she was trying to sit on it.
Outside, the other officer collects information from Christy Walker, or Chrissy, and Carla.
Researching it. Hey, man. Yeah, walk back over here. I told you to hang out in this area.
You want me to stay here with you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Doesn't matter to me, I have nothing to do.
While Officer Parker makes sure no one wanders off, Officer Landon tries to contact some of the parents from the information on the backpacks before resuming the house search. What she doesn't know yet is that there is information being shared behind her back.
Any other phone numbers?
Mine was two. Our daughter's the one that let us out of here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 kids backpacks.
She said she's having them cleaned for the soccer team.
While the situation continues to grow murkier inside, Officer Parker continues to supervise Carla and Chrissy.
Matthew, make sure all the kids, are we still staying here or what?
I'm just here to back up
Have
here.
you found any, what is, I just don't know where things are going and what.
I don't know. I just got here. I haven't spoken with the other officer yet, so I wouldn't be able to give you an accurate answer to that. No idea. Man,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Dan, you're still out here now?
Yeah, of course, I'm so sorry.
Watching. It's clean down here. I'm calling the sergeant. This is weird.
With more concerning evidence discovered, Officer Parker on Carla.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Man, you can fly hold it.
Come with me? You can.
Follow me.
As Officer Parker guides Carla back from the bathroom, Officer Landon gives him a call to express her concerns.
How's it, Mark?
So I haven't really been feeling about what's going on here. So I'm gonna call Sarge. Just keep them out there, please. Just, you can keep them in that side building.
Yes, I'm gonna play both parties in the back.
Okay, well, there's music coming from a weird place. And that she didn't know that any other kids were here. So she's changing her story, some weird stuff is going on.
As the officers inch closer to an unexpected revelation, Carla and Chrissy decide to talk. Whether or not anything they have to say is the truth is another matter entirely.
She says all the kids have a park. Sure.
How many are there?
Okay. Okay.
Here is like upstairs. How do you get
Yeah,
downstairs?
we look clear.
There is no downstairs. There is. We can hear it. We can hear it through the window. There was downstairs. There's nothing down. There's children in the basement. How to get in there? There's no access to a basement. There isn't a basement. Do you want to go over to the cottage? No, I'm not yet.
When they stay outside.
Upon realizing this was going far beyond what initially brought them to the scene, Officer Landon calls the sergeant.
And I can hear music coming from the basement. It's like children's music. I can't figure out how to get down there, but this is strange enough that it's got those little hairs rolling. I can't find an opening to a basement, but I can hear music coming from a vent into the basement. I've got Parker out back, keeping the ladies away from here, and I'm just trying to sort this out. Okay, thank you, sir.
Desperate to locate the children, Officer Parker doubles down on his questions, his patience wearing thin.
So how are we in the basement?
There is no basement. I'm so sorry, but there's just not.
Okay. Where's the music coming from?
I don't know. I haven't heard music. I haven't heard any music.
I'm gonna put you in handcuffs if you stop following that strap. Sit down.
Over there by the end of the water. I stood up. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, some reason having you sit down is you seem very nervous. You're wandering around, nothing, any attention on telling you.
I'm sorry.
Appreciate it.
Ladies, go downstairs.
And we said, how? And she went, there's
And magically the music stopped.
Okay, I'll see you on another freaking video.
Access under the deck.
no wrong side. That's if they left the opening.
On that side.